Here I'm back with Darrion Dixon. He's a good young fighter, but he's still just starting out. He doesn't even have 2 years in yet. But he's quick coming in and out with the jab. And right here, what I'm doing is I'm allowing him to hit one hand pad while just testing him with jabs and hooks as he's coming in and out. And also letting him throw to the body. As you see, I got the body pad on, which is hot as hell, by the way, just for people who don't know. But yeah, he's coming in and out. I'm trying to check him with hooks, just nothing big. I'm not throwing hard shots at him, but just something to let him kind of get a feel for people do throw punches back, because he doesn't have a ridiculous amount of ring experience. He has a decent amount, but not a ridiculous amount. It takes years to develop that. So this just kind of gives him kind of a head start, because what a lot of coaches will do is they'll only let you learn defense and let you get hit with a couple shots when you're sparring. And, I've said this before and I say it all the time. That's basically learning defense at a high cost. You never know who you're going to get in the ring with, what their skill level is. Some people who can't hurt you don't have enough skills to really test you. And the people who can or do have the skills to test you, they can hurt you in a lot of cases. So what I do is I'll get them in here. I'll throw some shots at them. They don't really have a ridiculous amount on them, but some of them are kind of fast and some of them are different speeds and they come from different angles, and that makes it tougher on them. I'll let them go one way, as you can see, for a long period of time. Then I'll kind of switch and make them go back right or something like that. Sometimes I'll make them go all right for a while. And I'm not doing this verbally. I'm just doing it with my body, as I will take and I'll make a step to the right and try to get him to go back right. And then I'll see if I can catch him with a hook or something when he does that. See if he'll change levels with his body, go up or down, just so I can see whether or not he's aware of where punches come from. And this helps him become aware as time goes on. So I'll sit there and I'll say, okay, let me just bring him, right or left. And then, eventually I'll step and make him go back right or something like that, just to get him to where he just kind of has a good understanding of what goes on in the ring, how people move, where shots come from. Like I said, right now, I'm basically just using my left hand, which a lot of guys are going to do anyway. They're going to do most of their stuff with their jab to try to get control, and then the right hand will come in. Every once in a while, I'll try to give him a good slap with like an overhand right or something like that too, because that happens a lot also. All right, this is like round 2 of me doing the same basic thing with the kid. I'm just pushing him a little bit more now. I'm going to start pushing him a little bit more. You see I'm up a little bit higher. So I'm letting him see somebody throwing jabs from his same basic eye level, trying to see how he's going to throw to the body and whether or not he's going to be able to get back out quick enough so that he doesn't get hit with hooks upstairs. Now I'm giving him that jab, and then I'm trying to really, you see I put a little more steam on one of those jabs, giving him the jab, letting him throw his own jabs, throwing right hand. Also, this is when he's getting a little bit tired. So it's going to be a little harder for him to be on defense. As you see, he's getting hit with a few more shots than he was before. This usually happens as a guy gets a little tired. Then the focus kind of goes out and you don't have as much. So it's a little easier. I start stepping it up a little bit as I see him getting tired. Once I see him kind of wear down a bit, then I'll step it up a little bit more and make him have to work harder. Because this is when you get hit with the most shots. Whenever you start getting a little tired, a little winded, your focus goes off a little bit. As you can see, the jab generally doesn't hit him, but now I'm hooking behind the jab, and that's where he'll get hit with that second shot. A lot of guys do that. He's learning now to drop his level once he feels something happen. And what drop your level means is basically take your legs and just squat down a little bit underneath the shot. So if you feel a shot on the top of your head like that one right there, then you want to squat down a little bit and take some of it off. That way the next shot that comes behind it will probably either miss you or just hit you on the top of the forehead. See, I'm just giving him these quick little jabs. Then I sweep him right there with the left hook. It's not designed to really even hit him. That one is designed just to see if I can get him up under it. Now little jabs. Some of those, I just want to touch his face and just let him get the feeling of get his face touched over and over again. Hey, can I catch him with a shot here, catch him with a shot there? They're just really designed to annoy him more than anything, and see where his confidence goes when you touch him with shots. It's very difficult to get out of the way of some little small jabs like that in any situation, because most of the time, a guy's not going to throw 5 little peppery jabs like that in a row. Generally that's not going to happen in a real fight. But what I want to do is I want to just touch him with the jab over and over again and see if I can rattle him a little bit, confuse him, make him mad, make him frustrated. Because that's what people try to do to you in a fight. I want to really try to frustrate him. I want to find all the weaknesses and all the things he doesn't like to do. Whenever I see his right hand hitch a little bit, I'll block it. I'll just throw my hand out there at it. Watch this. You see him. Whenever I see his right hand coming, I find a little hitch in it. I'm going to throw my left hand out there and just block it. You see what I'm doing there as he's throwing that right hand out? I'm just throwing my left hand out there and blocking it. Just meeting it with my jab. Now I'm kind of showing him and talking to him about that. I'm talking to him about how to throw double right hands, just doubling your punches up and not bringing them back too low and throwing your trajectory off. I'm just showing him now, hey, this is what I was doing to you. This is how I was able to see some of these punches as they came out. Because a lot of guys who are newer like him, young guys, they don't see it, so it lets you just develop the habit. Plus, he hits hard. And when a guy hits hard, a lot of times he doesn't get the same level of defense that a guy who doesn't hit hard will get. A lot of times when a guy hits hard, guys don't use their eyes so much. They don't try to meet their punches. What they'll generally do is just try to run. So he gets that in the ring a lot of times, or he'll have guys who are just trying to run. Right now, I'm just showing him how to move around a guy. This is always a good thing for me because I'm actually a southpaw, but since I've been training people, I've really used my right hand a lot more. And that's even since I was a kid when I was kind of training guys then. Because the gym I came up in, we didn't have like a ridiculous amount of coaches, but we did have a lot of kids. So you kind of got some training duties too when you got to be about 15, 16, 17. Here he is, he's just trying to see what I'm telling him to do and trying to duplicate it. I like to give him, when I'm training a guy, I like to make sure I touch him on the face a lot, just so he gets used to the fact that, hey, people will try to hit you in here. Don't ever just be totally relaxed. You got to listen to me and then also be engaged in what's happening in front of you at the same time. Because if you're watching, or if you're in a fight and then someone's giving you instructions, that other guy is not going to stop. He's not going to stop hitting you. He's still trying to fight while you're getting instructions. So you got to be able to engage with the opponent in front of you while you're getting instructions. I'm just showing him different level changes now. This is what I tell him. Change levels, change levels, change levels, that kind of thing. It just really helps him do a lot better in fights in most cases. So that's what I'm showing him here. I'm showing him how you square a guy up. So he's listening to that. He's like, okay, this is how this works. Just showing him that, squaring guys up. He's showing some different footwork moves that he's learned over time. Just seeing how to apply those in these different situations. I'm showing him how to get on the side of a guy's face so that the guy can't punch back. That's what he's doing right now. He's just learning that and using that. My big thing with him is always making sure he's showing a guy his shoulder and not his chest. This is with pretty much any guy. Most people get caught up in really squaring up at some point in time. We all do it. I don't care how good you are. But trying to decrease those things.